New tonight, the EPA's latest proposal for vehicle standards could mean that up to 67% of new vehicles sold by 2032 would need to be electric.
Now, those rules have yet to be finalized, but it sparks the big question. Is Ohio ready for a surge in electric vehicles? Tonight, 10 TV's Lindsay Mills talks to EV drivers and Ohio lawmakers about what they say needs to happen.
This is the charge port outside Bexley City Hall. It's where drivers can pull up with their electric vehicles and charge up for free. Those drivers say there's a need for more charging stations like this one across the state. Kevin Eigel drove down from Hilliard to Bexley for lunch.
It's a nice place to park, and I can also charge while I'm eating lunch.
He's hopeful to share the road with more EV drivers. And if a new EPA standard is set, Ohio will see a surge.
I think anything the government can do to speed that along is great.
In April, the EPA announced its most ambitious proposal to cut down on pollution from vehicles. It would impose regulatory penalties on companies that don't move fast enough to EVs. If the rule is finalized, that could mean up to 67% of new vehicles sold by 2032 would need to be electric.
Zero tailpipe pollution means cleaner air and healthier lives for all of us.
On Wednesday, State Representative Allison Russo and State Senator Bill DeMora, both Democrats, held a news conference to support that EPA standard, urging the agency to move quick to finalize it.
This isn't just about us. It's about our families, our neighborhoods, and our collective well-being.
But with more drivers plugging in instead of fueling up, there's a bigger question looming. How is Ohio going to pay for the roads? Right now, the state depends on the gas tax. And for EV owners who don't pay it, they instead pay a yearly $200 registration fee, which to some seems like a punishment.
There have been some real discussions about how sustainable, our current structure of relying on gas tax is to fund our transportation budget. There's a large study commission that is going to be discussing this and looking at this in detail.
But for some EV drivers, it's the price for peace of mind.
I just didn't want to use any more fossil fuel.
Supporters of this latest draft are urging the EPA to finalize it by the end of this year. In Bexley, Lindsay Mills, 10 TV News.
Now, several new EV charging stations are coming to Central Ohio, and construction on those will start in November. Ohio Governor Mike DeWine announced that those locations will be 27 locations. He announced that earlier this summer. Some will be along I-70 and I-71. They'll be up and running by the end of 2024.